those songs is a song called Lego House. It's by a singer named Ed Sheeran that a lot of them listen to and enjoy. And I think we've done a very interesting arrangement of that for you this evening. So we're going to start off this concert with Lego House. Our soloists, Rebecca Jacob, Gabriella Araneta, and Shakaya Anderson. One of the things that is fun for me as a director, and I think fun for them as well, about that song and the next song that we're going to present is that we don't use music, that we just listen to the recording and try and pull out all of the little details and nuance and the rhythms, and it's surprisingly challenging, actually. I know a lot of us sing to the radio, but trying to get 100 people to do that all together at the same time with all of those little details is a challenge, and I think they both do it very, very well. The next song that we're going to present is also a song that they selected. It's an entirely different style. This is a song called 1,000 Years. It's popularized by Christina Perry. I believe it's used in the Twilight movies, so I think that may be where a lot of them are familiar with it. And it's going to start with our soloist, Bella Menacchi. switching musical eras entirely. We're going to go to a song that is popular from way, way back before my time even. The song called The Lion Sleeps Tonight. This is going to feature a different challenge for the group in that we're going to be in three-part harmony, which is always a challenge for singers at this age level, but they've done a very, very good job accomplishing that. We're going to start with soloist Davon Parker, and the song will conclude with Kylie Longo. This is The Lion Sleeps Tonight. Switched musical styles once, and we're about to do so very, very drastically. We're going from the 1960s to about the 1560s with William Byrd. This piece of music is very, very challenging. It's a three-part canon. What I mean by that is there's a single melody line. We're going to hear the first part come in on that line, and then the other two parts are going to sing the same melody line, but one of them is going to be in a different key level and a different time, and the other one is also going to be later. So we're going to hear that same melody being cycled through 3 times in a round, basically, but in multiple key levels. It's really, really hard to hear. They've done a phenomenal job putting this together, and I always like to mix in with some of these fun songs some really serious choral repertoire from way back in the good old days of choral singing. So this is William Byrd's Renaissance polyphony. This is Non Nobis Domine. This is also unaccompanied, which is a spectacular feat for a middle school chorus to do. And again, they've done a great job with this. time, I'm going to call a guest to the stage. He's a senior in the Madrigal Choir at the high school. He's been singing in my program for 6 years now. He started on this very stage. He is also a trained pianist, and he's come to accompany the last two songs for us. So Jason Bembry is ready to come out and So the song that we're moving to now, the title is Hallelujah, which describes probably several thousand songs. So the one in particular that this one is a Leonard Cohen song from the late 60s, I believe, that was redone for the Shrek movie by a singer named Rufus Wainwright. That's the version that is the inspiration for the version that we are going to present this evening. It's a really, really beautiful melody line. This flowing piano part underneath. It's just I can't give any words to it except just hauntingly beautiful. We're going to start with soloist Gianna Oakley. She'll be joined by Siani Rogers and Morgan Johnson. And before we conclude for the evening, I do have to acknowledge several very important people in this process. First, I'd like to thank my colleagues, Mr. Taglerino and Ms. Clark, for all of the valuable work that they do in the music program and supporting me. I'm actually spending a lot of my day at the high school, and then I come here, so it really is helpful to have people who are here and take good care of me in terms of the rehearsal space and helping to make sure that I'm aware of all of the things that go on in the building. Sometimes I get sort of lost in the shuffle. So thank you, Ron and Melissa. also like to thank the building administration here, Mindy Malosky and Anthony Basinski. They've done a really great job of helping to build a community here. I've been doing the middle school chorus for all but 1 year for close to 10 years now, and I can tell you from my own personal experience that I've noticed a very huge difference in the way the students and the teachers interact, and I owe it to, I thank Ms. Malosky for that. I think she's done a great job. I'd like to thank some behind-the-scenes people as well, Tom Irvin and the district media staff for providing the videographer tonight, so hopefully everything has worked out and we'll be able to broadcast this on our local cable station. Thank you, district media. Thank our head custodian, Sam Unine, and all of the custodial staff for all of the hard work that they do. You never notice all of the things that they do until something is missing, and then it's right in the spotlight. But fortunately, we don't have that problem because they do such a great job, and it's really an event like this is impossible without a great custodial staff. So thank you, Sam. We had several high school volunteers in addition to Jason tonight. Haley Gronenthal, Madeline Curtin, and Matthew McCormack, members of our Triumph Music Honor Society at the high school, and they came to help out this evening, so I'd like to thank all of them. I'd like to also just give another thanks to Jason for donating his time. One more special thank you, something that I haven't done in my time here before. You may notice on the cover of your program we have some cover art. Normally it's just boring text, but we had a student in the choir who asked if he could donate some cover art, and that student is Michael Austin. See if he's got anything planned for us for the spring concert as well. I was really amazed at the work that he did. All right, and I think that is all of my thank yous except one. Thank you all for coming this evening. You've been a wonderful audience. We're going to conclude with a selection from the hit Broadway show Wicked. This is a song called No Good Deed. It's sung by the character Elphaba, who, if you aren't familiar with the story, is actually the Wicked Witch of the West from the Wizard of Oz. But her story is retold from a different perspective, from her perspective, and a story where it paints her as not so wicked after all, as more misunderstood. And this song is a sort of pivotal moment for her. Everything that she does seems to come out wrong, and she finally just sort of throws her hands up in frustration and gets angry, and hopefully we can capture some of that raw emotion for you this evening. This is No Good Deed. Once again, thank you all for coming.